Another person involved in the shooting on College Hill has been identified.
And Joe Biden's vaccine mandate for large businesses has been blocked. But what can he do to uphold it? Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Henry Lenhart.
And I'm Ava Wainhouse. Welcome to Murrow News 8. The shooting on College Hill here in Pullman happened nearly 2 months ago, and we have been following this case closely for you. Last month, Pullman PD released images of 7 people who may have had information about the incident. Today, one of the individuals was identified. On your screen now is the person who was identified today, and 3 other subjects of the 7 were identified last month. And here now are the remaining people officers are trying to identify. Pullman PD wants to make it clear these individuals are not suspects in the shooting. If you have any information on any of the individuals in these photos, please call Pullman PD.
48-year-old Stacey Davis has agreed to plead guilty as charged to vehicular manslaughter and aggravated DUI. According to Pullman Radio, if the deal is accepted by a Latah County judge, Davis would have a recommended sentence of 2 to 10 years. Davis was found to be under the influence of meth when she caused a fatal crash that killed 1 and injured 2 others on Christmas Eve last year. A sentencing date has yet to be set.
According to Pullman Police, a service truck that was stolen in Pullman last week has been found. This 2012 Chevy Les Schwab truck on your screen now was stolen around 5 p.m. last Thursday. We reached out to Pullman PD earlier today to find details on where the truck was found, but we have yet to hear back.
21-year-old Western Washington University student Axel Acosta was one of the 8 killed at Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival in Houston, November 5th. Busby Law Firm says it now represents more than 30 people who were injured in the lawsuit against the event organizers. Busby says Acosta died before being trampled, but did from the weight of bodies on top of him, making it impossible to breathe. Acosta's father said he hopes the lawsuit will prevent what happened at Astroworld from ever happening again.
Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories has donated $30,000 to United Ways of Whitman County's annual campaign, UWWC's Community Fund Awards grants, to programs and organizations that support the health, education, and financial stability of every resident in Whitman County. This past summer, 17 local nonprofit organizations were awarded grants that helped support many programs from senior meal services to after-school children activities. You can donate at the link on your screen or by mailing donations to the address on your screen as well. And according to Pullman Radio, the Pullman Regional Hospital Women's Leadership Guild has awarded grants to some local nonprofits. The group recently awarded $2,000 grants to the YMCA, Palouse Habitat Surplus Sale, Northwest Cancer Foundation of Hope, Palouse Discovery Science Center, and the Community Action Center here in Pullman.
Joe Biden's vaccine mandate for businesses with over 100 employees has been blocked by the U.S. Court of Appeals in Louisiana. The 3-judge panel told U.S. News the panel that petitions of the mandate to led them to believe that they were unconstitutional issues with the mandate. Biden asked the federal court to lift the order on Monday, claiming that the mandate should be allowed to proceed. Now closer to home, Whitman County reported 18 new cases of COVID-19 on Monday. Between October 24th and last Saturday, there have been 155 cases in the county, which categorizes as moderate COVID-19 activity. The county's total confirmed cases just under 6,000. Latah County also reported 14 new cases on Monday, bringing their total number of confirmed cases to about 4,300. Neither county has reported any new deaths.
According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, around 900 children ages 5 to 11 have already registered for COVID-19 vaccine clinics hosted by Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories. Both clinics hosted by SEL are fully booked, with the second one taking place today. But Sid's Pharmacy is planning a clinic for children on Thursday. Organizer Carrie Briali said she doesn't expect open spots at Sid's clinic to last long.
A WSU student received a national award. We'll tell you what she'll be using it for after the break.
And Sona Porter has your forecast coming up. Will we see some more snow this week? We'll be right back.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No Employee of the Month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
WSU Insider has reported that WSU's first Fulbright Hays recipient is anthropology doctoral candidate Daphne Weber. This award supports research and training efforts overseas, focusing on foreign language and area studies. Through this award, Weber will spend 1 year living with and interviewing Thai female monks. On your screen now is a photo of Weber with the Thai monks. During this trip, Weber will conduct in-depth research for her PhD essay.
Well, Pullman Leaf Collection continues today on Pioneer Hill. To have your leaves picked up by the city, just sweep them into the street no more than 2 days before the scheduled pickup day. All 4 hills have their own leaf collection day, and tomorrow is the last day for Pioneer Hill. This is a free service for Pullman residents, and for more information about the city's pickups, go to the city's website.
And today across Washington state, there has been a wide range of weather advisories. A tornado warning was issued for Kitsap County. Mount Vernon experienced a small earthquake, and a winter storm, flood, and severe weather warnings are all in place.
Well, with all this crazy weather around the state of Washington, Sona, is any supposed to come to Pullman?
Well, Henry, things are a bit different here in Pullman, but let's get to it. Today's in the morning, it was really cloudy and rainy this morning, but it is gradually clearing with the temperature falling around 39 by 5 p.m. And we'll also be seeing wind coming from the west with gusts at a high of as high as 37 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. Tomorrow it's going to be partly sunny, but as we move into the night, we're going to be having rainfall mixed with snow starting at 10 p.m. Now let's take a look at the state map. Once it comes, there you go. And so in the Tri-Cities and Yakima, it's really looking pretty good as it's sunny there in the highs of 50. And Spokane also isn't looking bad. As you can see, it's sunny, but there is a slight chance of rain going into the night. Now let's look at the west side in Seattle. Things are not looking good today for them as there is a hazardous weather conditions going on there right now with a period of heavy rainfall and strong winds coming from the area. There is also warning for thunderstorm for the area as well. Olympia is also not looking very bad. There is rainfall there, and of course there is a possible chance of thunderstorm as we move into the night. Now let's take a look at your week's forecast, and I'm going to move away from the set so you can see. Now, as I mentioned, Wednesday it's going to be partly sunny, but we are expecting snow and rain mixed during the night. And Thursday, Veterans Day, it's going to be rainy as well. And for the rest of the week, we'll also see a high chance of rainfall. So do not forget to grab your jacket or an umbrella as you head out there. Now stay warm and safe, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Sona. Well, the Cougs men and women basketball teams are kicking off their season today.
Will Wixie and Madeline Donaldson will break it all down for you coming up next.
Today in sports, WSU men's basketball won their first home opener against Alcorn State today. The final score ended up being 85-67 as the Cougs got off to a hot start by making their threes and racking in those rebounds, with 6'1" guard Michael Flowers hauling in 11 of those boards. Cougs' next outing is against Seattle U this Friday at 7 p.m. in Beasley. And shout out to Murrow News 8 reporter Dakota Cruz for this live in-game footage. And the Cougs men's basketball team just finished their first game of the season, and the women's basketball team is getting ready to tip off as well. Madeline Donaldson has the details of the game and a preview for the women's basketball game tonight.
Yes, Will, it was an exciting day to be a Coug because the men's basketball team just won their first game of the season. They beat the Alcorn State Braves 85-67 with Terrell Roberts leading the way with 16 points and Jefferson Coulibaly with 13 points. And Michael Flowers also had 11 rebounds, which is the most rebounds in a season opener since the 2018-2019 season. And then as for the women's team, they also play here at the Beasley Coliseum at 7 tonight. And they are looking pretty good with their scrimmages against both the Northwest Nazarene, which they beat 113-45, and St. Martin's 85-47. And they are going to play, yes, the San Jose, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. Anyways, I hope they can pull off a win tonight. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Madeline. Well, Charlize Ledger-Walker, a star among WSU's women's basketball team, is getting some recognition. The 5'10" sophomore ranked 21st in ESPN's top 25 women's college basketball players in the country. ESPN says Ledger-Walker can already be considered a transformative player with an aggressive but confident approach to her offensive game. After averaging 18.8 points and 5.5 rebounds last year, big things are to be expected of the sophomore this year.
What would you do for a six-figure salary and a free car?
We'll tell you what one car company posted as a job opening when we come back. Well, this is some interesting news for you. Dodge, the car company, is hiring someone to serve as its chief donut maker. And no, not the donuts as in those delicious sweets we all love. This chief donut maker will professionally do burnouts in a circle, advertising Dodge's Challenger at SEMA, which is a specialty equipment show where car companies show off their flashiest products. Dodge plans to pay this donut maker $150,000 a year. Well, Henry, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a deal to me.
I know.
It's
Tell
insane.
me where to sign up. I wish I could have that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching. If you missed anything, please follow us online and catch some of our later newscasts.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8. Have a great night, guys.